Oh, I didn't realize what I was doing. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, regardless of where you are in the world. It's so amazing that we can all come together at one time in one place to have amazing conversation. So, Coffees with Denise are really focused around amazing humans. And while I'm not probably amazing, I am doing a solo event today or a solo episode to kick off the new season of Coffee with Denise. So it is a pop up. I did not plan, I did not prep for this, meaning that I didn't do the event within LinkedIn earlier, but I did at least want to make sure that I executed, right? I did not have a guest lined up. So if you don't know, in my opinion, we all have to take some time off, right? We do all have to take some time to regroup, reestablish our goals, energize, all of those great things. And I did that in July with a focus on my family. So I took some time away from social media. I did not spend as much time even preparing for August as I would have liked, but I did spend amazing time with my family, which was awesome. So I just wanted to come back today just for the act of doing so, executing, and just sharing a little bit about what's happening. So I have my cup of coffee. It'd be great to know what you are drinking. So if you're out there, put it in the comments below so that we'll know that you're on Team Live. If you're on Team Replay, just put hashtag Team Replay and let us know what you're drinking at the moment, if anything. But the other thing I think is so super important is that I think it's cool that we can all come together. I'm here in Houston, Texas. So if you're out there, whether again, Team Live or Team Replay, let us know where you're located. And maybe to share a little bit about what Coffee with Denise is, so that you know what episodes or what season 2 is going to look like. So Coffee with Denise, take a step back. I talk about all things aligning sales, AI, and humanity together, right? And so I have a sales live show. I have an AI live show, and this is my humanity arm of that brand. And it is primarily just to introduce you to amazing humans within my community, within my network, just people that I know, that I love, that I want to share with everyone so that we can be inspired by them, right? I mean, the human touch, the human element, humanity, kindness, those are all things that differentiate us from AI. And so we still need to continue to focus in those areas, elevating, lifting up, connecting with, engaging, having conversation with amazing humans. So that's really the intent of this. It is on Fridays at 10 a.m. Central. We've had some great guests on the show. So when I post next week for next week's episode, I'll make sure that we list some of those people. But it's been an amazing ride in season 1. I just launched this last spring. So I'm excited to kick off season 2. And we'll see how long season 2 goes, maybe through December, because I usually take a break around Christmas time, and then I'll come back with season 2 season 1 in the spring, and then kick it off again in August of next year for season 2. So if you're interested in joining us on the Coffee with Denise episode, let us know, or let me know by DMing me or sending me or commenting below. I'd love to have you on. Oh, we've got someone out there. Sorry, I missed the comments. Man, oh man, hold on. Aw, Chella. Hello from Los Angeles. And then we have Dawn Bates. Finally, I get to be here with you, hear your voice, and feel your energy today. Aw, I love that. Thank you. I'm excited to have you both out here. It is, again, a pop-up, so I don't even know. I'm not even looking at my LinkedIn screen, so I don't have how many people are out there. And by the way, because I took a break from social media and LinkedIn, the algorithm doesn't love me right now, so I've got to start working it again so that it does love me. Traditionally, I have anywhere from 5 to upwards to 50 people in the audience, and then a lot that watch the team replay. So, but right now we are a little bit slower because, again, I haven't worked a whole lot in LinkedIn. But Chella says hello, Dawn. So I'm super excited to have you both here. And Dawn says hello, Chella. I'm glad you guys are engaging. I can't engage with you because StreamYard doesn't allow you to do that. So I usually have to do that through the other monitor, but I cannot do that right now because I did not prepare for that, because I didn't want to have to do that today. I just wanted to come out here. It's hard. It's easier to do when you have a guest. So Dawn and Chella's actually been on my show, Dawn. So I had a fun time. She actually helped me kick off. Aw, Chella, she said, we love you. She helped me kick off Coffee with Denise. She was one of my first guests. So it was super fun to have her. Chella and I do a lot together. She is an accountability partner. She is a friend. She is a business partner. We're in multiple groups together. We talk on a regular basis. So it's super exciting to have her out here. She supports me a lot, as I try to do with her. So Dawn, glad that you're out here as well. And when we have these coffees with Denise, which obviously we're, this is solo, so we're not doing that. When we talk to amazing humans, it's really just about just so that we can get to know them better, right? Learn what they're doing to differentiate themselves, or how they're living their life, or any practical tips that they can share. How are they doing in business? What are the things that they're working on? What are they looking to accomplish? Dawn said, happy to join anytime, Denise. And yes, I had Chella on my Truth Serum podcast a few years ago now. Wow. Well, Chella used to do a lot of podcasts and lives. And so Truth Serum, that's interesting. Like, I would have loved to seen how Chella navigated that, Chella. And Chella said, a pop-up is a great idea. Yeah, thank you. I did have a guest last week and I flaked. So sorry to Laura. I'll tag her. So we're working on getting her rescheduled, because I came off of not doing anything much in July, and I just flaked, right? I mean, got to admit that sometimes you just flake. I'm really on my game a lot, but sometimes you just flake, right? So where was I going? I was reading Dawn's message that we saw. Happy to join you anytime, Denise. But yeah, so I look forward to this season. It will be packed. Oh, she said, what if Dawn and Cello are on the same show? I like that. Why don't we all get on the show, Coffee with Denise together, all three of us? I like that. Dawn, I'll reach out to you. I'll put a or maybe Cello, you can kick us off because she's pretty awesome with doing this kind of stuff. Maybe you can start the conversation for us in the DMs, and we'll schedule a show together. But I'm looking forward to some amazing guests this in the episodes for this season, and a lot of new things that are happening. I mean, the world is continuously evolving. We're each individually evolving. So there'll be some guests that actually do come back and join us to let us know how things have changed. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little pop-up. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking, but I will say this. I am so super excited that I had the opportunity to do this and that I executed. Chella and Dawn, it's been amazing having conversation with you. I do several shows. So you heard I do my Celevators show. That is all sales. So I talk about, as a reminder, sales, AI, and humanity, and how to align them. Tuesdays are my sales show at 9 a.m. Central Time. Wednesdays are my CAF AI chats at 9 a.m. Fridays are my humanity arm of that, which is Coffee with Denise. And yay, there is my great friend, Gabe. Thank you for being out there, Gabe. Gabe, I was telling everyone, Chella and Dawn have been amazing out here. And Chella, by the way, when she said, what if Dawn and Chella were on the same show? Dawn said we'd break the internet. So Gabe, if you don't know those two ladies, we need to connect with them. Yeah, Chella says, hola, Gabe. But Gabe is awesome. He is who, if I'm being honest, he's probably one of the people. There was a group of two, and then Gabe, who really inspired me to actually do lives. And for those of you that don't know, I didn't love video. Hell, I still don't really love videos. I do them because they push me outside of my comfort zone. every single time I learn something. And so, Chella asked, where's Gabe tuning in from? I know that, but Gabe can share. And so I'm so honored that Gabe is here. But Gabe, as an FYI, what I was telling Chella and Dawn and anyone else out there listening is that I just did a pop-up. I did not have a guest scheduled for today. I had one last week and I flaked a bit. So I apologize to Laura. She already knows we've been engaging and getting her rescheduled. But this week it was really just, I took July off for the most part, and I'm coming back slowly and navigating the algorithm and all those great things. So what I offered, Gabe said, I've broken the internet before. They must have fixed it. Would love to connect with these two ladies. Great. Well, y'all need to connect with Gabe. He's pretty freaking amazing. But so I just wanted to do a pop-up to execute, because one of the things I learned from Gabe was, he said he's watching live in Dallas. One of the things I learned from Gabe was he didn't always have a guest show, a guest for his show either. And he just winged it, right? Maybe not winged it. Gabe probably had a plan, but he got on and did them solo. I don't traditionally do them solo. And so, when I do these, it's kind of pushes me again, even further outside of my comfort zone, and forces me, because no one really wants to hear you talk about yourself, right? It's really talking about everyone else, right? And engaging everyone. So it just pushes me to do even better when I'm communicating, engaging, and going live. So super excited. Dawn says, hola, Gabe, ¿cómo estás? Oh, muy bien, Dawn. I'm not a Spanish. I can speak German, but not Spanish. But yeah, so the Friday Coffee with Denise really serves the humanity arm. I do a couple of other lives on Mondays at 11:30. I launched my Human Behind Human AI cells, and that was purely, if no one came to watch that, I'm okay with that. It was purely a way for me to hold myself accountable, because I do want to write a book. And so I don't do well videos. If I just do a pop-up video, which I do a lot of, I post a lot of those videos. It takes me sometimes 30 minutes to do a 2-minute video. So, I wanted something quick and dirty, and I can transcribe those lives into something that could potentially turn into a book, whatever that output might look like, right? So I do those on Mondays. That really just serves more. If I were to put that into one of the 3 buckets, sales, AI, or humanity, it's really under the humanity bucket. And then I also do Blue TV, which is really about LinkedIn tips from those of us who have had amazing success here on LinkedIn. And that really is the social selling, which falls under the sales, Selevators. And Chad and Chella and I actually do one on Thursdays, which is another sales, both live and audio. So we alternate weeks. So there's a lot of places that you can find me. I know Gabe has taken a little bit of a break from doing live shows, but he's always around. He said he loves solo monologues. To be honest, they are my favorites, but I do love a good engaging conversation. Yeah, I know you love them because you're amazing at doing solo gigs. I don't love them quite as much, but I'm learning how to do them better, right? So it pushes me, and I love a good conversation. So, and I'm loving that I can have the conversation with you guys here while y'all are in the comments. So thank you for participating. And Dawn earlier had said, I don't know if I showed it, but she said, muy bien, moi or de muy. Moi in French, muy in Spanish, I think. But anyway, so I want to thank everyone. I've already taken enough of your time. I'm looking at the clock over here. I'm excited that you guys joined me. Thank you for being out there. I've had a great time, and I'm happy to kick off the weekend. So as much as I love what I do, I'm so excited for the weekend. Look for some exciting guests and more about those that we have coming on stage. Gabe, I think I really want you to be on here. So we need to talk about having you on my show. And Dawn and Chella, I think that would be really fun. And if you didn't catch it, Gabe, Dawn has the Truth Serum podcast. And Chella had been on that a couple of years ago. So anyway, so make sure you guys all connect. Thank you guys for being out here. Dawn, Chella, Gabe, I appreciate you guys. Happy Friday. To any of you that are watching on Team Replay, just leave the hashtag Team Replay so I can come back and engage in conversation with you. Look forward to seeing you guys here next Friday or on any of my other lives. And more importantly, just in the conversations, whether in the comments or in the DMs, let's make sure we connect. Gabe says you can have more of our time if you want. It's Friday. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. I could stay on longer, but then it would be a me show. And I'm not as comfortable with this, Gabe, as you are. But I can stay on a few minutes longer. Maybe this will push me outside of my comfort zone, right? Go with the flow. Chella and I talk about that all the time. We talk about, being in flow, which, just kind of allowing things to happen as they do. And I felt the urge to just make sure I executed. And then maybe I need to stay on for a few minutes longer. I don't know, but it will make me do a bit more than I had expected or anticipated. And I am all about learning. One of the things I mentioned is I'm not a huge fan of lives. And I guess I'm going to get a bit vulnerable here for a moment. What I don't love about video in general, whether it's a video, like a video that I create to post on LinkedIn, it's like a selfie video, whether it's a live like this, or whether it's a video that I send in a DM. It is, I don't necessarily love the person from the exterior, right? So it's a little bit of a vanity issue, right? But from the exterior, I don't love the person that I'm looking at as much as I love the inside of that person. Like I love who I am, but I don't love the way the outside looks sometimes. What you see right now is a little bit of a filter. It's like a cleanup of the appearance because, I'm going to get pretty deep here for a moment. I've been on this journey of healing and I'm really on the other side of that, right? But for about 2 years, I went through this stage where I was really depressed. And I did not do myself a lot of justice. And I, for lack of a better way to describe it, I self-mutilated, which meant that I picked on my skin a lot. I mean, I've never had amazing skin, but I've had really good skin. Like I did not have scarring until the last probably 2 years, really bad. I mean, I'd had some scarring before, but as in my younger years, I didn't have scarring. I mean, my skin was really pretty. And it was the first time I went through the depression was when I first started picking my skin and I was in my 30s. And then I was able to break away from that and the scarring wasn't quite as noticeable. I was able to navigate that and it actually did a lot of healing on its own. But then I really did the damage in about 2 years ago. So you can't, if you're in person, you can see it. And if I take the filter completely off, you can see it, or at least I can. And I don't like to look at it. So I don't like what's looking back at me most times from an appearance perspective because I see all those scars. Although what I've been working on is trying to change that. So putting myself in this position where I have to look at myself. It forces me to learn to like myself, right? Maybe forces isn't the right word, but I start to see the things that that I'm supposed to look at, right? I mean, this is all part of another phase probably of that healing process. So that healing journey I went on was a pretty intense one and amazing all at the same time. And I'm on the other side of that. But as you get on the other side of a healing journey, there are always things that come up. And maybe this is phase 2 of the healing journey, which is learning to love myself a bit more. I do on the inside. It's just I don't love the exterior as much. And Gabe says, way to be open and vulnerable with your story and healing journey. Okay, you can go now. Well, we love you, but I know we all have lives and boundaries. Yes. All right. So I love that, Gabe. So I shared a little bit more than what I thought I would. And I still have the the tears sitting there, the watery eyes. But I appreciate you guys listening. That was not going to be what I did. Love your growth. Thanks, Gabe. That was not what I had intended on doing. I was actually going to go, and then all of a sudden I shared, but maybe there's a reason for that. I always feel like that things always work out for a specific reason. And, when you allow things to just flow, it works out for whatever reason. Maybe that was something I just had to get out loud and say out loud. I don't know. Something to ponder. But it is 10:23. It is time for me to go. Let you guys get back to your lives. I appreciate for those of you that are out there spending the few moments that you did with me. If you didn't watch it, it was really just a launch of season 2, and just really the purpose was for me to execute on just the launch, because I didn't have a guest for today. I normally have guests that serve the purpose of just sharing more about humanity and who those individuals are. I'm excited because I'm going to schedule some time to have Gabe on here, and Dawn and Chella. I know you guys, I don't know if you're still on, but we'll make sure we get you guys on here together as well. That should be really fun. And if you missed it, I guess I shared a little bit of vulnerability. So thanks for being out there. To any of you who are still there, make sure you let us know that you are Team Live or Team Replay. Have an amazing rest of your Friday and an awesome weekend coming up. See you guys around over LinkedIn over the weekend, and full force again next week on Monday. Thank you guys. I'm going to take it out with some music, but I am going to upload my own music. That's going to be a next task for me. But I'm going to go back now and play the stream. Thank you guys.